Hey there, guys. I'm meteorologist Anthony J, and this is part of my news, weather, and entertainment channel, brand new. Thanks for listening. And people have been asking me what's going on with Melissa. I've heard lots of things, and you know that there's a big hurricane out there. It's headed now, about to turn towards Jamaica. Watch it the past few days, moved real slowly from the Caribbean, real slow the last several days, and now it's just beginning to make its move as we have been saying it will. Here's the storm now. The jet stream is taking a big dip over the southern United States and is going to push the storm, nudge it north and northeast over the next couple days. Here's the latest images of the storm as it starts to get dark. The visible satellite shows Melissa is now moving more or less to the west and northwest, not straight west anymore. Like this, is going like this. And pretty soon it's going to make that turn towards the north and northeast. Still hasn't done that, but we're getting that right quadrant that is smacking you there in southern Jamaica. Starting to get some flooding reported down in Kingston, the largest city in Jamaica, about 1 million people. Uh, Fortunately, it looks like Kingston is not going to get a direct hit. It's highly unlikely you'll see one there. Here's some information from the Recon, the Hurricane Hunter planes, which, by the way, they fly down there, and all these storms. This one they had to turn back because it was too much turbulence. And these hurricanes actually are not as turbulent on average as your average thunderstorm, because even though they're violent, the winds go around in the same direction. The plane can fly in it. Then it's not as much updrafts and downdrafts. But the eye wall is very intense, and they're recording 175-mile-per-hour winds. That's as of the 5 p.m. update as well. And there was a wind gust recorded by their equipment on the plane of 240 miles per hour. And that's about the strongest I've ever heard before in any storm. And certainly from Hurricane Hunter's pressure at 906 millibars makes it one of the deepest hurricanes ever in history. Latest update at 5 o'clock. It's in at 9. It's 175 miles per hour still. Really, not much has changed. It's moving to the northwest. That's the only thing that changed, is that the direction is now indicative of a turn imminent. Here's the future tracker starting at about now. And you'll see there's Jamaica and there's the hurricane. This is 5 a.m. tomorrow. So around dawn tomorrow, you're going to be getting the worst conditions down in Black River, which is a town right there. They might be right underneath the eastern eye wall. We know there have been a lot of evacuations going, and we certainly hope everybody heeded them. So there, Treasure Beach is another area down the coast. You've got Kingston down over here, and Old Harbor about there. There's going to be storm surge in all of those areas. And at 8 a.m., 5 a.m., 8 a.m. tomorrow, the storm should be making landfall between that time. Now, Montego Bay is a well-known town and resort right there, not too far from the eye. So with the track shifting a little bit left, and it has, Montego Bay, it's not inconceivable you could see the eye of the hurricane, and that means you're going to get some of the strongest winds. Fortunately, you're not on the southern coast where you're going to see more storm surge. There it is, the record storm making landfall tomorrow, Category 5, the only one in history to have hit there. The hurricane headers, they also, like I said, reported that really high turbulence. They also reported birds flying in the eye because they get caught up in the storm and they have nowhere to go. So they find the eye and circle around it as long as they can until the storm falls apart or whatever happens. Here's a spot forecast. People ask me about Montego Bay. Uh, they're going to get a pretty good hit of the storm now. You're going to have waves of heavy rain moving in from now through tonight. The peak wind gusts will be beginning near dawn, approaching dawn, or just after, lasting into the afternoon. Those gusts now could get to or above 100 miles per hour. If the eye wall goes over you, you could have wind gusts higher than that. Storm surge, not as bad on the north coast, like the south coast, but a moderate storm surge on the beach is very possible. The heaviest storm surge will be here down on the coast, across Black River or to Kingston. 12 up to 18 feet possible in this zone. Kingston itself, about 12 feet. They're still calling for that. And right here at the other harbor here, Old Harbor, they could see slightly higher. So that's the ways. This is what would be the worst storm area down here for sure. Their radars have been hard to get on their website for the Jamaican Meteorological Service, but here you can see on Zoom Earth, you can see the storm where it is. Almost looks like it's deviating from the path, maybe just a bit. But this is radar. Their radars are often slightly off as far as the placement. But the bottom line, you can see a big bands coming into Kingston and to the mountains. Montego hasn't seen much so far, and the storm is making that turn, so it's going to go up like this fairly soon. And you've got tropical storm wind gusts in all of these bands. There's been video of lightning and all kinds of stuff going. With the water rises in southeastern Jamaica. Here you go. This is the map of Jamaica, and I wanted to point out you've got all these mountains down here. Uh, you can see the coastline, but then you've got mountains. So the winds will uplift, create more heavy rain. Now, for you there, let's say in Montego, the winds are going to be you're going to be sheltered a little bit with some of the winds to the south and east of you, but not entirely. So as the storm comes in, if the eye wall gets over you, you'll know it tomorrow morning, early tomorrow afternoon. You'll have wind gusts, like I said, 100. It could get even significantly higher if the eye does go over you or close enough to you. If it passes just to the east, it won't be as much. But some new information talked about the westward shift and lightning extremely intense. The hurricane hunters had to leave because it was too turbulent. Here's a tweet from someone here, Mark Robinson, saying that his wife's cousin is down in Montego Bay. He was quite nervous, and here's what he had to say.
We've been told we're going to be locked down after 8 p.m. tonight. We're going to be able to get food until 8 p.m. and then we're locked down. The sports bar is usually open 24/7. It's closed at 7 p.m. tonight. And I'll give you a quick update and show you. Right now it's starting to die down, but about 5 minutes ago the storm was really, really strong. So I have a feeling they're just starting. But here's what it looks like right now. I'm under shelter. I don't really want to be walking too much until it clears up. The sun looks
Yeah,
like
so he was saying
it might.
he says his wife's cousin in Montego. I don't know where he is per se, unless, but in any case, he was saying how the weather was bad a few minutes ago, got lightened up, but it's going to become in those waves, as I said. So through the daylight hours, that's what you're going to see down there. It really comes in though late tonight. Elsewhere, Treasure Beach. This is a location that is directly in the path of Melissa. Those waves are getting up there about to 4 feet. You see what's not there? The beach. The ocean has come over the beach already in Treasure Beach, and obviously it's going to get a lot worse. I mean, seriously, this area could see the full brunt of the storm. So whatever is in the storm's way, as far as the storm surge and the waves, is not going to be there when it's over. Here's some more uh, footage now from the. This is Kingston, Jamaica itself, and what you see there are the waves in the background. You see those waves are really starting to kick up there, even higher. It's one of those rain bands with the strong winds. We've had lightning. There could be better tornadoes in some of them. Yeah, and this is the storm just pushing the water up against the coast. But like I said, it's only now actually beginning to make its move towards the coast. So the storm, for all it's been loitering to the south, but it has just started to make its effects in many cases down here. Here is more pics of Kingston area, and you can see, yeah, that's some good flooding. Now it does flood fairly frequently down here, but this is an example of what goes on. Now, this is what someone had posted here. I should keep in mind there's a lot of stuff on social media, and honestly, I wouldn't expect to see that many people driving right now. But in any case, what's happening down in Jamaica? Here's another view. Um, it doesn't look too bad right now as those waves of showers and storms come in. The winds pick up, but it's really going to come in tonight, and you're going to see 20 inches or more of rain. You're going to see flash flooding and mudslides where those rain bands set up. Maybe because we didn't have as much rain yesterday as it looked like, these totals might be end up slightly lower than what was originally projected. That might be some good news there. As it goes by on Wednesday, it's going to hit southeast Cuba near Guantanamo, which is right there. Unfortunately, the government in Cuba, they don't allow a lot of information to get out, or in. So they're sort of left to their own there in Cuba. But southeast Cuba will get hit with a weaker storm version of Melissa by tomorrow late into Tuesday morning. On Wednesday, or Wednesday morning, I should say, and Wednesday morning, the Turks and Caicos down here. all these islands will feel if you're on the Western Turks and Caicos, you're going to have hurricane force winds on Wednesday as it blows through. It'll come in and out fairly fast, but it's going to be wild several hours. Um, Farther southeast, these islands in the Turks and Caicos will have lesser effects if you're farther southeast. Uh, and then farther west, the central and western Bahamas, you are well west of Melissa. You might have a windy day, let's say Wednesday in Nassau or Eleuthera Island and these surrounding islands, but it's not going to be more than just a windy day. The storm is going to be pushing or moving well away from you. So to reiterate, Category 5, Melissa, making her turn now toward Jamaica. Here's a look at some cams around the area. Again, it hasn't been much to see during the day except on the immediate coast. We've had some rain. When the winds pick up, we've seen the camera shake, but you can see right now, as of 5 o'clock, it's not that bad. So this storm is really going to come in tonight and into the morning. It's going to look very, very different down here by dawn Tuesday morning. So you can find me here on my news, weather, and entertainment channel. We've gotten some new subscribers, brand spanking new. I'll be posting stuff about weather, some sports, and news, current event topics as well. And on my Facebook page, lots to come here, posting updates here. You can message me with any questions you may have. So everybody, we pray for everybody down in Jamaica that they're heeding the warnings and evacuations. I've heard that they have. So hope that continues. And everyone, good luck down there tonight. And everybody be safe. Thank you for listening.